I want like a feeler on the Mariners being like the favorite to win the American League by like everybody in the planet.
I think by chalk, the Mariners are the best team in the AL.
Yep.
I think they're the most complete team.
They do have the second best odds now. They slid a little behind the Yankees. I won't say which book, but they do have the second best odds to win the AL pennant now, just slightly behind the Yankees.
The
Just
Yankees,
ahead of
have,
them.
the Yankees have higher boom potential than the Mariners, but also a lot more bust potential than the Mariners.
Well, it's also just the classic, like, the AL East is such a bloodbath that just by virtue of not being in that division.
I think that holds
got,
a ton of weight when talking about the Yankees and Blue Jays, like a ton of weight. Yeah.
For sure.
You know, the other thing,
I think the AL East could send 4 teams to the playoffs this year.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, everyone but the Yankees.
Yeah.
Shit, when Aaron Judge plays 70 games,
Yeah, hey, you never know. Exactly.
Ben Rice in his 180 WRC plus carrying us to the pennant.
You got the Martian hitting in the 2-hole. The Martian hitting in the 2-hole by July.
See how many minutes it took. Actually, I'm kind of proud of you. It took you a while to bring up Ben Rice this time.
Oh my God.
Oh no! You I think you didn't hear the last couple. This is like
there was one like
half
hour ago.
definitely missed
said,
something. Never mind.
John was asking for a hot take, and I said Ben Rice 900 OPS this year.
Okay.
You also brought him up before that.
He had an 840 last year, and he.
I'm sorry. Is
like
that even a hot
80
take? Let's all crucify.
That was like one game, the 3 home run game against the Red Sox, and then his OPS was like 400. Other than that,
no. 2025.
No, obviously not. But
Rudy, it's like how the Cardinals are going to intentionally walk Michael Bush this year, so he only hits 8 home runs. We're going to intentionally walk Michael Bush every PA against the Cardinals. He's going to hit 8 home runs. I don't know. The other thing with the Mariners too, and I want to talk about the Astros. The Astros have to be due for a stinker. They have to. They've still got. It's not a bad team, but like.
I mean, they missed the playoffs last year, and like.
I mean a real Braves 2025-esque honker. Like, they were in the playoff race.
Yeah, they missed by a game. I guess my point is, like, they did that last year essentially without Jordan for the entire season. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not even saying you're wrong. I'm just, like, pushing back on, like, they were a game away from the postseason last year without, like, one of the best hitters breathing air. So, like,
yeah, but last year they had Fromber, and this year they have.
I mean, they added Ime.
They did add like they.
Yeah, but like we don't know if
Ime's
going to
produce for
produce.
sure. But like, I feel like getting Jordan back is not like a
but they also
consolation. That's different
down
value in different
Paredes
spots,
to
like,
start the year at least. We don't know how much we're getting of Jordan.
The Christian Javier. I'm not even going to give another breath to the thought of Lance McCullers doing anything.
Lance McCullers,
like that's my other questions too. Is it like Scott? I hear you on the like. Yes, like I think they have a viable enough Fromber replacement, but it's just like it's another domino that like has to fall perfectly, and it just
willingly got fleeced
to ask,
giving up an average to above average major league outfielder for free, basically.
Whoa, I'm a big Joey Loper Fido guy. Actually, I will.
He sucks.
He does not suck. He's a good defender.
He does suck.
On what? Okay, on what? What makes him suck?
What?
Everything.
I genuinely think that these two would disagree if you were like, the sky's looking awfully blue today. They'd be like, no, it fucking doesn't. Dickhead.
I mean, to give Jesus Sanchez. Look, I don't know. I'm really like, who cares? Like, Jesus Sanchez is fine at best. Like, I don't.
The Astros have a chronic outfield shortage, and Jesus Sanchez is a fine major league outfielder. And Joey Loperfido has not proven that he can be a major league outfielder at all.
I mean, he was really good last year in the limited PT that he got. So I don't.
He had a 3.8% walk rate.
I don't care. He still put up like what 0.7 F4 in 40 games. Like,
yeah,
he's a plus. He's a plus defender
with his 316 xWOBA.
I'm not suggesting he's God. But I think if you give him a full season, he's going to give you 1.5, 2
Hot
more.
take, he's the reincarnation of Jesus Christ.
Right. Yeah, put that in the Excel sheet, please.
I do think the conversations, sorry, just to add on to that as a footnote on that, I do think the conversations of the Astros with Jarren Duran, which seemed very likely to happen at multiple different points in the offseason and apparently were brought up again last week, or maybe it's 2 weeks ago at this point. I do think that's still very possible. Like, I would not be surprised if that logjam forces Duran out, and that feels like I wish they would just do it. I fucking hate Jarren Duran. My God, I hate that guy. It makes so much sense for both sides. Like, I do feel like I agree with you on the outfield kind of black hole they have to some degree, but take him, dude. He was a 7-win player.
It's an outfield black
2
hole.
years ago.
The thing is, it's like, I get what they're.
He's good.
I don't blame them for saying we've got a bunch of guys that we haven't really been able. They had Loperfido. They traded him for
Kikuchi.
Like, Astros clearly believe in the talent. They like guys like Zach Cole that make like really loud contact, but like might not be able to hit left-handers to save their lives. Like, they have a lot of these guys that are like, oh, they're a plus corner outfielder, but we haven't been able to give them playing time because of where we've been in a contention cycle and who we've had on the payroll, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't blame them for saying we have an opportunity to give these guys some run and to see who sticks. And like,
that's fair.
I think that's where they're at with Loperfido, where they're at with Zach Cole, where they're at with these kind of guys. Where they're going to let them try to win the job, and they'll platoon, they'll figure it out. But like, it's not a bad idea, especially like Scott, you brought up. Like, what if Jordan gets hurt? Like, Jordan went down last year, and they were like, well, we could fucking put Jose Altuve out there. I don't think you should be doing that. Like, having
it works for Cam Smith. Guy had never played outfield before and put up like 12 OAA in right field.
Right. And so that's my other point is like they're it's like, they need to figure out what they're going to do with Cam Smith, in all honesty, too.
Now, as the supreme hot take leaders that you two are, I'm curious if this would be deemed worthy as such. Could the Astros finish 4th in the division this year?
Yeah.
I'm not saying they will. I'm not saying I think they're gonna, but like, I don't think that's out of the question at all.
Because obviously,
and we're assuming the Angels get 5th.
Yes, the Angels are getting 5th in this scenario. Now, do I think the Astros
had to check in?
I don't think the Athletics and Rangers are like some way ahead of the Astros by any means. But like, if things go right and for one team and things go wrong for another, I don't think it's out of the question.
I think the Rangers. Here's the thing. If you look on like how Fangraphs projects it, they have the Astros winning 81 games, they have the Rangers winning 81 games, and they've got the A's winning 80. So Fangraphs sees it as a coin flip between the three. And if you were to like earmark 2 of those teams as like who like the vibes in for the Athletics are the best of those 3 for sure.
Yeah. But if the A's were playing in Oakland this year in the Coliseum, I would project them to win like 87 games.
Even with the Rangers, though, like they finally got a healthy DeGrom. Like they've got real, like I don't know. Like, I thought the Nimmo trade, getting out of the Simeon deal, was like not a bad way to like bring in a guy like Nimmo. Like I don't know. Like I don't mind what Texas is doing. I think I could get on board with that take. I would not.
Corey Seager in a really good rotation, like that should be enough to get you to 80 wins.
Yeah.
They should be in on
as long as Corey Seager plays 80 games, you can get to 80 wins with Corey Seager in a good rotation.
They should be the ones in on Isaac Paredes, dude.
I mean, I gotta trade him in the division, but
I know they wouldn't. But like,
also, the reason that the Red Sox are in on Paredes is because he would hit 40 home runs over the monster.
Correct. Yeah, it's
or he hit 100 doubles, ripping them off the green monster.
It's a perfect fit for both teams.
He would get thrown out at second, hitting them off the monster.
True. I've never even been that high on Paredes, but I would love that trade. I think that's a perfect. The Paredes for Duran swap has made a ton of sense to me. It's just
it is wild to me that Paredes has fallen into that bucket of like, and this is just like the a small like slice of life within sports, but like the guy who is very like no one would say he's a bad player by any stretch of the imagination, but then finds himself being traded multiple times in his career. Like it's crazy to me that Paredes is like falling into that bucket of player, where it's just like for one reason or another, always on the move.
Juan Soto has been traded twice.
Yeah, he's maybe the leader of the how did that happen situation. But
well, I mean, I think when you get to that, like Soto, I think is a unique case where he's so elite that because he didn't want to sign an extension, you feel so bad letting him walk away in free agency that you feel like you have to get value back for him before he hits the market.
That's fair. But yeah, I don't know. Like John, I think that is absolutely a take I can get behind of Astros, but an ethical fourth place too. Like we just talked about that. Like there's a
They're
real
gonna be
They could
god
finish
awful,
fourth
but,
at like 79 and 83.
Exactly. Yeah.
Man, that is crazy. You know who else they have projected for 79 wins? Scott, I'm gonna let you absolutely dance on a grave here. They have the Twins.
Can't be the Twins.
79 and 83. What?
The Twins might not win
can't
79
believe
games
the
the next
Twins
2
didn't blow it
seasons
up.
combined.
I can't believe the Twins didn't blow it up. Joe Ryan and Byron Buxton should not be on their roster.
Byron Buxton doesn't want to go, so there's problem number one.
I'm even taking what I can get for
willing
Royce
to waive the
Lewis at
no-trade
this
clause.
point. Like,
Buxton
I
said
hate
at the start of the offseason that he might be willing to waive the no-trade clause.
I don't
because
even
of
know if this is
what
a
they
hot
did at the
take.
deadline.
I don't even know if this is like a flaming hot take, but I have the Twins in 5th place in the Central and like rivaling for last place in the American League.
fully.
Scott, I
agree.
thought you were going to
Twins
give a
seriously.
crazy fun take that I was ready to back you for, which is they have the worst record in baseball. That would have been a fun one.
No, the Rockies.
I don't think that's out of the question.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can out-tank the Rockies.
Like I keep telling people, like the White Sox are going to have a better record than the Twins this year. Like the White Sox
Dude,
are.
I can get behind that. Yeah.
I actually don't hate their offseason at all. I think that they did a
It's
lot of
great.
like small market risk caliber
It's
like
fine.
stuff.
It's just the Pirates, but in black and white, basically.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I
it's
agree
okay.
with you. Right, I agree with that.
I
mean,
think
I don't
Murakami
think.
is a slightly higher tier move than any of the Pirates moves.
That's fair.
Because he's
Yeah,
so
but the
young.
White Sox also don't have anyone even remotely close to Paul Skeens. So
Well, sure, but
Respect,
I think
respect
but
Davis
consider-
Martin, opening day starter.
Consider
respect
the bump
Rob
to the rest-
Chalowski.
No. Consider the boost the rest of the roster will get from the bidets in the clubhouse now.
True.
Yeah,
And switch
true,
hitter
true.
Luis Angel Acuna. Like they got lots,
Oh
a
my
lot
God,
of
I
things
mean-
going for them.
great points all around.
I mean, to get a guy that's platoon proof in Luis Angel Acuna is truly special. But Scott, as you're saying about the Twins,
They fucking stink.
They're bad.
I think that
they're
was the gist
awful.
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, and this was
79
you know,
wins is
this was
insane.
pre Lopez needing TJ. Like I was on this train. Like even more so now. I have no clue how they didn't trade everybody last year. They completely hosed themselves. Not only last offseason, but then obviously the deadline as well. Yeah, and
They
it's
did
like
fine
the
at the deadline. I
funniest,
think they did what
most
they should have done
beautiful
at the
thing
deadline.
ever.
But I think
Really, I absolutely love it.
I think
like I said, I was
not
going to let you
Joe
dance on the
Ryan this
grave, but I was
winter
like,
is
where are they getting
stupid.
79 wins from?
I don't even
you
know.
can
Like you're
get-
getting the 100th
you can-
percentile season of all these guys. I
you can-
still don't think you're winning 79 games.
You can assume 25 wins from Joe Ryan starts. You need to find 54 from the rest of the.
I don't like
team.
the rotation is not bad.
Good. No, it's not good. No, I don't
It's
know how
not
you're
good.
even spinning
they had-
this. This
if
is
they
No, I'm
had
not spinning
bad.
it, but like
Pablo
no, but John, my
Lopez
point
maybe.
is like it's a lot of mid. Outside of Joe Ryan, it's a lot of mid. It's not. I don't think it's like a bottomed out rotation though. Like I don't like Taj Bradley.
Yes. There's innings
don't-
there. Like
I-
there's
You're a
I
big,
really
like it.
you're a big
Kind of-
Simeon Woods Richardson guy.
big
no,
Zebby Matthews guy. Yeah.
I know Zebby Matthews.
I'm
is
honestly
fun
kind of a
right now.
Zebby Matthews fan because I just think this stuff is so ridiculous that eventually he'll figure it out. But
Fair.
like, he's kind of in the Gavin Williams tier of like, he has to actually figure it out at some point because it's been like 4 years and like
He's got a career area of 6, and he's gonna be 26 this year.
Yeah,
exactly like
He's
this stuff is
no
so good that
he's
you
no
hope he-
Daniel Lynch the fourth. Am I right, Rudy?
We were all thinking it.
We were all.
I don't
thinking-
know what dog, man.
I'm getting in my AL Central bag. All right, I gotta keep the references in that division. All right, come on now. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that like Scott. That may be a not serious fun take I give is that because who cares if I say I think the Rockies are gonna be they're gonna fraud their way to like one more win than the Twins would be very funny.
You said they're projected for 79. Their over-under is 72.5. I still think I'm going under that.
Hammering the under on that.
Still think I'm going under on that. Like, that's crazy.
I would take an under on a 73.
Isn't that
I think they lost 90 games.
What he just said.
Yeah, 72.5. Yeah.
72.5, I take the under. I'd even take an under on 80. I'm going to be real with you.
I mean, like, is it crazy of me to suggest if the over-under is like 104? Like, I'm probably still going under there.
Like, go slightly under. You never know.
Just a little bit.
The half a win between 72.5 and 73. I mean, let's be honest. That's like
they could finish 72.5 and 89.5. You never know.
That may be the difference between actually, John. What is the we need to do the obligatory Cardinals hour. What is their over under right now? Yes.
69.
Yeah.
69
I can't wait to hear about how the Cardinals are going to
69.5.
win the NL Central this year.
Oh, hell
I'm
no.
ready.
I'm not. No.
The only teams with lower over-under win totals are the Rockies, Nats, and White Sox.
90.
So I'm taking the over on that. I'm taking the over.
I'd say like 72 and
69
90,
and a half. I think is a bit
Same as the Angels. They have the exact same regular season over-under win projection total as the Angels. The only three teams lower than the Cardinals are the White Sox, Nats, and Rockies. Those are the only three teams that are projected.
Fair, but
White Sox better, Nats and Rockies worse.
I would take.
You think the White Sox win more games than the Cardinals? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Cool. I'm here for it. Fuck Carson. Let's go.
I think the White Sox win 78, 79 games. I think the Cardinals win like 72, 73.
That still hits the over there, so I guess that's whatever. Like you're still saying.
That's what I said. Is I think the three teams that are projected lower than the Cardinals. I think the White Sox win more.
Fangraphs has the Cardinals at 75 wins, which I think is reasonable. They're I don't know. I've had this conversation before about Ollie Marmol specifically, where like last year and the year before, like they really could have been a lot shittier. And I think that he has really improved as a manager. I think particularly like bullpen decisions, because you look at the bullpen, it like doesn't wow you. And then you look at how they're able to execute. And it's like, oh, well, they play in a lot of gross 2-1 games because the offense isn't good. And then they just magically, it's like, yeah, we'll have Kyle Leahy magically come out and shove a 3 ERA in 80 innings. Great. So I don't know. It's nice that I get to be like, man, we're going to be so bad. And it's like, oh, they have us winning like 75, 76 games, whatever. But I don't know. I remain optimistic about the future. JJ Weatherholt's going to be nice. To what?
I can see the vitriol in Scott's eyes right now.
That's why I said that. It's super ivory tower to be like, man, we're really bottoming out here. And it's like, well, you guys might go like 5 games under. But yeah, I don't know.
Trust Heim, man. Trust the process.
Literally though, like,
the might is you guys might go 12 games under. You're optimistic saying 5 games under. Let's be clear.
Yeah, they were 6 games under last year, and you know.
They did tear away good players. So,
well, it's also there's
added nothing.
And Brandon Clark, I know that he was going to factor in major league.
They got rid of Miles Michaelis, which is a
the rotation is a lot. I'm not even bullshitting. The rotation is significantly better. Not having Miles Michaelis and fucking God knows who else off a 5.5 ERA.
The rotation last year was an atrocity. Yeah.
Yeah, like I know it. Like yes, they stripped away a couple major offensive pieces, but having Ivan Herrera healthy the entire year, having Weatherholt up, like there are reasons for positive development in that regard. The offense is going to be worse. At best, it would match it. It's going to be worse. But I think the pitching is going to make up for that imbalance.
The back half of the rotation is just the 2025 Reds. It's just Dustin May, Hunter Dobbins, and Dick Fitz at some point. That doesn't inspire me.
No, but again,
I fucking hate Dustin May.
It was tangible war crimes to my eyeballs for the back rotation last year. So, I'm not being stabbed repeatedly in the chest for 3 hours a day, 3 times a week.
We'll see. Wait till you watch Dustin May pitch, and you might have to change your tune.
We can revisit that. But,
Dude, in July, John's going to be like, that's payback for Hicks, you dickhead.
That wasn't even us. That wasn't even us. He came from the Giants after he came from the Blue Jays. That's not on us.
I don't know.
I fucking hate Jordan Hicks.
I don't know if it's the most sensitive reaction to say that it feels like getting stabbed in the chest watching Dustin May pitch, Mr. Esophageal rupture.
Dude, I fucking hate Dustin May, man. He's like in turn kind of like part of the Devers return now, and fuck Dustin May, man. He's a loser.
So, hilarious anecdote. My sister's birthday is May 3rd. So when we signed Dustin May, she unironically did text me being like, I'm so excited about this signing so I can buy his jersey. So I have a May 3 jersey. And I'm like, I think you're the only person on planet Earth that's going to be logging on to MLB Shop when they drop that for the Dustin
Dude,
May
there's no
jersey.
way his parents are even buying his jersey. Like, they have such an ugly son who's terrible at baseball. There's no shot his parents would buy his fucking jersey.
So, okay, John.
He wears number 3?
Yes,
apparently, that is what it says on Roster Resource, yeah.
So, John, just so we're clear, I'm going to give you the ERAs of the Cardinals' 5 starters last year and then what the Fangraphs projections for this year's rotation is, okay?
Okay, yep.
4.28, 5.31, 4.84, 5.22, and 4.42.
It's not great. It's not great.
It's fucking
admittedly not awesome.
This year, 4.22, 4.18, 4.25, 3.98, 4.19. Like,
I mean, they projected Dustin May for a 4.18, dude. He's like, it's gonna be like a 42.18.
The 398 is doing a little bit of heavy lifting there. If that were like a 402 instead of a 398, like,
I mean, it's a little bit. My entire point is we rostered multiple guys that ran over a 5 last year that we gave 30 plus starts to. Like, that is going to just
rotation last year was really bad. Yeah.
So
it's tough to be worse. Yeah.
It can be regular bad and still be a big
rotation.
Right.
That floor is of the rotation is going to help account for. And like I said, Dobbins is going to contribute. He's going to come back. You have like guys like Quinn Matthews, Liam Doyle, if all goes well, will be making contributions by the end of the year to the major league rotation. So I think when you ask like, how do they get to 75, 76, 77 wins again, it's because the pitching is not a fucking car fire. And
it's like a golf cart fire though. It's not, it's like a tear.
Yeah. Down. The engine of the golf cart is smoking. Yeah. You definitely gotta, maybe walk the next couple of holes, yeah. But like I said, I don't think this team truly bottoms out and is, well, not White Sox bad, but I don't think this team is going to sniff. I don't think this team, it's going to start with a 7, and I'm fine with that.
So are you going, sorry, what would I say the over-under was, 72.5?
Yeah,
Are you going over that?
Yes.
I knew you touched on it. I forgot what you said. Sorry, 69.5. 69.5.
Oh, yeah, 69.5.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
definitely
69.5.
Devil Magic gets you at least 73 wins for
that's
sure.
What I mean. I think if you want to say,
also,
they're a
playing
talent,
in that bad of a division, you're going to get some free.
Yeah, it's like we play the fucking Reds 15 times a year. Like,
they made the playoffs last year.
Yeah. How and then. And then the grown-ups on the other side of the dugout walked out of the dugout, and then
they were like the Make-A-Wish playoff team, like that.
The last time they made the playoffs, they were the Make-A-Wish team in the playoffs too. It's ridiculous, dude. It's Hunter Green versus the world. I've said this about the Reds. Like the Cubs actually spend money in our grown-ups. The Pirates have like Skeens and like players that can inspire me if they actually like put the effort in. The Brewers are, I won't even touch that. But the Reds, it's just like, what if we crafted a lineup of 730 OPS and 4.2 ERA pitching and the worst bullpen you've ever seen? That's their team every fucking year.
Matt McClain was supposed to be the difference maker last year.
And what is he?
I was supposed to believe that the Reds were a more serious contender than the Cubs because Matt McClain was going to take the next step.
The Reds are so unserious and like it just I'm glad.
Well, I mean, Rudy can speak to how great Jonathan India is. I mean, that's obviously
like
Notably, yeah.
Christ, dude.
And I shit on that trade being bad for everyone when it happened. At least Brady Singer was like competent for the Reds. I still think that was a fugazi, but I'll wait on that. But
you're forgetting Terry Francona is a 15-win manager. People forget that.
Yeah, like
my favorite screenshot.
Craziest take.
That is Peter's greatest contribution to DD. Truly,
yeah, dude. Like that's maybe a top 5 bad take in the history of Twitter.
Is getting a prominent baseball influencer to say that Terry Francona was worth more than Barry Bonds.
15 wins. Was worth 15 wins.
I'm not
worth
touching
more
that.
than prime Barry Bonds was. Yeah.
But we can talk about the Reds because guess what? The Reds are projected to go win 3 more games than the Cardinals, according to Fangraphs. I think that's fairly accurate. They've got them going 78-84 as always, and I'm uninspired. Like Hunter Green could make 32 starts. I hope he does. He's great to watch. I love watching him pitch. One of my favorite guys in the league to watch. But you look at this lineup, like Rudy, you talked about with the Pirates, right? We're like, it's a collection of
pretty
like
bad
99 WRC plus dudes. The Reds are the fucking kings of that. Like, yuck, bro.
I think the 115 for Ellie is a little like I understand that that's kind of what he's been in his career, 150 WRC plus guy. I feel like this is the year where he's going to get a little
they
bit.
They employ Brian Hayes to start every day.
But that's the other thing about the projections last year.
With PR. Like,
that's the other thing about the projections last year is they're like Ellie is going to be like Bobby Witt Jr. level, and I'm like respect Bobby Witt Jr. and Ellie De La Cruz has not shown us that. Like I'll believe it when I see it, but I'm not going to believe the projection that that's what he's due for. That's
no.
But on 15 pounds of muscle, he's juiced now.
You
he's
got to remember
now.
that. No, I agree with
best shape of his life.
I agree with Rudy wholeheartedly there. Like Ellie is the like with all the peripherals and stuff, you have like their season peripherals, then you have the max measurements. He's the king of just like the max measurements look insane, but the season peripherals aren't good. Like they're not. He swings and misses a ton. He strikes out a lot. Like a lot of even that like 115 is I don't want to say completely empty. That would be like probably too far the other way, but like there's a lot of empty numbers there, and there also like there isn't people on base. Like the Red lineup is not what I mean. Like
I think
okay,
a lot of
he hit a 630-foot solo homer to make it 7-1. Like fucking cool. Like I just
it's a huge
Angels Ohtani.
Yeah, right. Like cool, dude. I don't know. It's just and like the defense is weird. Like he has range, but there's like I don't know. Like there's
he
still,
makes like a diving stop 20 feet away from him and then throws it 15 feet.
Right, and then does the hobby thing. Like it's just I don't know. There's obviously a lot to like, and like if he did put it all together, no one would be like, oh my gosh, like that's so surprising. Like yeah, he has the tools, but yeah, he has not even come close. So it's not even like, oh, this guy's had like a 5-win season that we can look at and be like, oh,
he
does.
He was 6.6 2 years ago and 4.5 last year.
6'6"?
His 24 was nuts.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that, honestly.
With a 120 WRC.
Scott, the point you're talking about,
I guess that makes sense.
When he had the 6.5 WAR season, you're like, oh, he strikes out a ton. He cut his K rate to like 25% last year, still walked at the same clip, but like his slug cratered because he wasn't taking risks. Because he was going to whiff less.
Yeah, the ISO was way down last year. Jesus.
Like I honestly just think he needs to abandon hitting right-handed. I think he's such a bad right-handed hitter.
I can't comment on the splits for that, so I don't know. I know he's a big A-B swing guy. I know that he's one of those guys where like his he had a 64. Whoa, hold on. He had a 64 WRC plus against lefties.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got to give that up. He's got to give that up.
That's tough.
He's a legit good left-handed hitter. He's just generationally bad as a right-handed hitter.
64 WRC plus is not generational.
When you're that toolsy and like that strong and
when you're that generationally talented, it is.
Like, honestly, yes.
Everything in context.
Everything is in context. But yeah, again, like yeah, Scott, exactly what we're talking about. Cool. He hits a fucking solo, like, it's the fucking Rock gif where it's like Ellie De La Cruz using his 120 exit below home run to cut the 8-run gap. Like, right. I'm so unmotivated by the Reds offseason. Like, that's great they brought in Eugenio Suarez. He's also 35 years old, and like,
dude,
what if?
Let me just.
What if he sucks?
Hold on, I'd love to speak on this because I had to hear all winter about how like people in Detroit wanted like, oh, you got to go get a third baseman, so like you should just go get Eugenio Suarez because we don't have a third baseman, and it's like, well, I understand the premise of just like you don't have one, so you want to fill the spot. I would rather see what Colt Keith does at third base for a full season than Suarez is a one-tool player at 35 years old. If he does not hit fucking 40 homers, he's like a one-WAR player. Like if he has anything less than 40 home runs,
defense
like,
was so bad last year.
And
he is
bring
a
that guy
terrible
into
defender. He strikes out a ton. He doesn't make up for it by walking a lot. He obviously doesn't hit for average. Then, like he's slow as dirt. Like he literally is just like a not 50 home run season away from being bad at baseball in like every aspect. And
Scott,
so,
and you want to sign that guy to play his home baseball
He's
games
power
at
release arrives.
Comerica Park.
right,
Yeah.
exactly, Rudy, exactly.
He's power
Scott,
it's funny
arrives.
you bring this up because every projection system has
With a
him
different
hitting
tool, yeah.
30 to 35 home runs. Every projection system has him in that range, which therefore puts him at no better than 1.9 F4.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like he could have a 32 home run season and he like would barely eclipse a 1-win season. Like genuinely, that's how bad he is at everything else.
People
like
forget his last year in Cincy, which is supposed to be a park that you hit well in. Really, his last 2 years in Cincy. His 2021, he hit 31 home runs for the Reds and was literally worth 0.0 F4.
that is my
Welcome
point.
back,
Thank you.
Rougned Odor.
There you go. Who was no. Who was Pedro Alvarez, dude?
Yeah, there we go.
Chris Carter too. That Chris Carter year where he like led
Chris
the league
Carter
homers
year.
with like a 0.7.
Will live on forever, dude. Yeah, Pedro Alvarez leading the National League in home runs and having a sub 800 OPS is one of the funniest things ever.
So yeah, I'm very unmotivated. The Reds' greatest offseason was Kyle Schwarber was nice to them anecdotally. That's the best thing that they did this offseason.
And honestly, I'm completely with Rudy on like that's literally just ownership saving their own ass for publicity than it is like actually trying to go get him. Like it's just so that they can be like, he rejected us. Like we tried.
It's like what the Pirates did, but even worse.
Try. Like
did you see
openly
Harper
admitting
said,
that the only
Harper
reason
said he thought Schwarber was gone to Cincy? He was like going into the offseason. He's like, I didn't talk to him about it. Like I thought he was going home. Like I was fully anticipating coming into spring trading and he wasn't going to be here.
Who said that?
Also
Bryce Harper. Like Bryce
Also
Harper
the
in his
GM.
mind was like, God, he's going
That's
home.
wild.
So if that's what Bryce Harper thought, imagine what Kyle Schwarber thought, and imagine the Reds did this to that. The Reds did this to that idea. When Bryce Harper was like, I don't think we're bringing him back.
Also, the Reds GM saying, like openly saying, they weren't going to spend that money anywhere else because they thought Schwarber would put butts in seats and sell tickets. There was no baseball incentive to signing Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah. Well, and that's
Like,
proven by the fact that they had that money set aside.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he was like when that didn't happen, they were like, well, we're not going to spend this now. we're going to actually hold on to all of this. We're going to put it in the ownership war chest just in case we go into a lockout so we can all divvy up our $2 billion and keep ourselves above
Scott,
water.
they need to build another ugly butt fuck ass steamboat in left field. So that's what that money got put towards instead. We need to
That
build
steamboat
more.
saved my life when I was like 13 years old and went to Great American. And it was like 107 degrees. And I was with my dad and I almost passed out. I was like 12 or 13 and he had to like drag me to the center field, like sprinkler steamboat thing. And I watched the rest of the game there and I felt rejuvenated. So I will always respect the steamboat in center field.
There you go. So you're saying you approve not signing Schwarber to build another one.
That is completely what I said. Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Just want to make sure I got that not out of context.
Without any shadow of a doubt, that is what I just said.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I had that